Hi guys! In this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am finally gonna be finishing off my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the next Mutation series. Yes, we technically still have one more episode to check out after we check out today's final two episodes, that being the crossover with Power Rangers in space, but that is kind of its own thing. It's a part of another series. It's an episode in another series. So technically, this is the end of the next Mutation series. And the episodes that we're going to be checking out in this are going to be episode 26, Who Needs Her? And yeah, there's a little bit of things that I want to talk about before we get into the episode. That being that, once again, to remind you that I honestly will miss this series. I don't think I'll be like crying over at the end of it, but I honestly kinda dig it in some ways. In surprising ways. Like, I enjoy the Turtles' personalities in this world are actually pretty entertaining, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of them, you know? I like Venus. I feel like we deserve to get more of that character in a different incarnation, because it's definitely not part of any of the bad things about this series. She's part of the things that are actually good about this series, that are actually entertaining. I don't understand why people disliked her so much. I feel like a lot of people probably disliked it just because it was a female turtle. Like, it was the same kind of shit that dumbasses today complain about being woke, you know? I guarantee you a lot of people hated her for that, because she's actually entertaining in this series. So I'll definitely miss her. I like Dr. Quace as well. He's pretty entertaining. Like, the general tone of this series is honestly pretty engaging. And yes, a lot of the time it's a chore to react to, especially for some of the more annoying episodes or annoying characters, which are just kind of, I wouldn't even say they're necessarily annoying, they're just kind of triggering to me, like Bone Steel. He's entertaining, I like the actor and his performance, but he's also borderline annoying to me, so there's that. So I definitely will miss this series, and this might be crazy to some of you, but I feel like more emotion and more attachment to this series ending than I did at the ending of Generator Rex. I don't know why, but I just feel the weight of this series ending more than I did for that one. I think it's because Generator X is just not really the most character-driven series. It's very action-based, and it's good for what it is. But you know, I even said in my reviews to it that I didn't feel particularly attached to the characters or the world and everything. So it felt like as good as a show as it was very kind of shallow. You know, it was very wide, but it was very shallow. Whereas this series, I mean, it's not the greatest, but I feel like there's more depth to it and more entertainment value, weirdly enough, and I just feel more attachment. I genuinely enjoy the personalities of the Turtles and the performances of the voice actors, you know? So I'll miss them. I genuinely will miss them. I feel like, I think I already mentioned this in previous reactions, but I think I like these Turtles more than the 1987 ones. I find them more entertaining. I know that might be controversial, but I kind of do. I might actually say that I like these Turtles as much as the 2012 ones, because in terms of entertainment and personality, I would probably say 2003 is the best for me. I'm biased towards it, so sue me. Then it would be Rise. I would like the personalities of those Turtles. And then it would be these ones, honestly, most likely. This is not like any kind of concrete ranking, so don't go crazy about it. I probably will end up doing a concrete ranking at some point in the future, because I will be milking the turtle for as long as I can, because it is the one thing keeping my channel alive still. But yeah, I don't know. I like these guys. I'll miss them, and I hope that we go out in a bang, with a bang. Before we get into the reaction, quickly, I just want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, Ko-fi, or PayPal accounts, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans, and by doing so you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. And also, as of recently, I've started doing some small infrequent vlogs, which is nothing really crazy. It's just some short videos with either some behind the scenes stuff or some stuff about my personal life, like my experiences with transitioning in my country that I'm sharing with people over there. So if you guys are interested to learn more about me personally or behind the scenes stuff, go and subscribe over there, and maybe you could even give suggestions about exactly what kind of vlogs you would like to see over there, you know? But yeah, if you don't care about that, that's fine. You're here for the reaction. So without further ado, let's get into episode 26 and see how good the final episode of the series is going to be in 3, 2, 1. This is it. I mean, again, we still have one more episode, but yeah, this is it. This is the final time we're seeing these voice actors, because the voice actors in that crossover are gonna be different. So I'm gonna try to cherish them. What the hell?
What's happening? No control.
What? What is happening to you guys? The audio editing of this series is so weird. Sometimes the sounds sound like they come from like behind me. What the hell? You know, I kind of wish more shows actually employed that kind of audio.
And what exactly is it?
A togetherness spell, duh.
Well, we're together.
A togetherness spell? What the fuck? Is this charmed or something?
I'm hurrying.
Say Venus. Is there any shinobi spell you can actually do?
Fuck you! Maybe you should be left stuck like this.
You'll break her concentration.
You guys are assholes.
Hey!
Where are you going?
Maybe a little togetherness will be good for the boys.
Yeah.
Together.
Splinter!
Time to go back, Betty Bye.
You guys fucking deserve this.
Why does she call herself a shinobi anyway? When was the last time she did something right?
Basically every episode.
Something's wrong.
It's her powder that saved your asses last episode.
And we're always saving the shinobi ship.
She saved your ass more times than you have hers.
The Mutation's Chi Shao just brought nothing but grief.
Oh yeah, the most entertaining villain of this series.
Well, you've got to admit, that undead chick had heart.
And she definitely was hot. Oh yeah, those kids. I really like those kids, honestly. They're pretty entertaining.
Shinobi magic.
I don't need some invisible shinobi force to crack your shell.
Oh, you saying you can crack my shell, huh?
In a green second.
Are we literally gonna recap the last recap episode? Thanks to your guys' fighting? You know, again, I thought that these recap episodes were gonna be complete and utter dog shit. But they actually have some character and character development.
My Kaimi.
They're actually kind of creative.
Who needs her?
With the reason for why they are actually recapping stuff, you know?
After all.
I like it.
If she didn't take the little baby turtle, we wouldn't be on Bo Steele's most wanted list.
Certified turtle.
So you would have sacrificed the turtle just so you wouldn't be bothered by a lunatic? What heroes you are!
This dude's insane in the membrane. Let's book.
Nice reference there, Raph. I understood that. Man, he reminds me so much of that one-off character in the 2012 series who had like a tiny little head with him. in early season 3? Did he also name his weapons? I feel like there's another character in TMNT lore that named his weapons. I can't remember it right now for sure, but I think it's that character.
My name is Paige. I am Shinobi.
She can't fight that good.
She beat your ass. Easily. He's better at least than Mikey and Donnie, I would say. He's on par with Liu and Raph in my eyes.
Majesty, we have captured the she-turtle.
The she-turtle?
We're having turtle soup tonight.
Okay, so it seems like this episode is definitely gonna be fitting for a final one. It's gonna be a final confrontation with the Dragon Lord. I thought it would have been just the recap, but there's even more story and plot than in the last recap episode.
Splinter!
What are you doing?
Toro. Toro, Toro. Got you.
What the hell? What are you guys doing? Why waste time with this crap? How the fuck did they do that shit? What the hell?
Way to go, Splint!
I'm kind of impressed by those effects, I gotta say.
Venus must think very highly of you.
Yeah. Well, of course she does.
But you don't. But you don't think highly of her.
Where is Venus? I am sure she will be fine.
Well, why wouldn't she?
The stench of the rank fills the sewers. But
I don't think that's the rank. I think that's just shit.
Let's save our Shinobi!
I say Venus.
One final time. And I won't ever see this fucking sequence again. Until I have to edit these reactions.
I can't believe we drove her away. Yeah. What did you?
I can. You guys are fucking assholes.
Except risk her life to save Splinter.
She might have not run away if she grew up with you, but she's still new to your brotherhood, sisterhood. Oh yeah, I forgot that he can breathe fire from his shoulder. Because that clearly wasn't his mouth.
Master,
Venus might not make it, and it's all our fault!
Yes, it is.
Yeah, when you think about it, all she ever did was try to help.
You don't even have to think about it. That is what happened.
Yeah. It didn't even matter who. If they needed help, she was there.
And you annoyed her. Because you're assholes.
but he saved my life.
Yeah, so he can eat you.
It is not your mission in life to protect me, Raphael. Step aside.
Step aside.
Ah, I love that episode.
Boom, boom.
She's so cute. I love her. She might be the first TMNT character that I have a crush on. Although I probably have had crushes on other, like the 1987 April, like everybody else did. Oh, that was a cool episode as well.
Same, please.
And your toast, female freak.
Got it.
Get him, Venus.
Yep, she's the MVP of this series.
Coming with me.
What are we gonna do with a baby turtle?
We're not going to make an ashtray, that's for sure.
You know, she's a fish out of water, but she knows that some fucked up people do that.
She was only
How?
trying to help.
How the hell does she know that
Let's
fact?
go find her.
Yeah.
Between you and Venus, I don't know who's more insane in the membrane.
Nah.
You.
That's bull, Venus.
I could go another zap.
That's lap.
We should return to your home in the toilet.
You mean sewer?
I kind of like her mistakes, you know?
Snooks.
Kind of gives her character.
Easy as cake.
What? Pie. Easy as pie.
Pie? Cake? Make up your mind.
It's different idioms. They don't even make sense to begin with most of the time, so it's kind of pointless to learn them. How convenient! You managed to stumble exactly where they were.
Certified turtle fat. We gotta storm the lab.
I'm glad we got one more certified.
She can protect herself as good as any of us. Let's go!
Come on, remember when Venus first met the rank?
Yes, I remember. You don't have to remind me absolutely everything.
What a swinger!
Some actually decent fighting. I wish we got more of that. Man, that was actually really cool fighting. I forgot how good it actually was. Man, the fighting in the series sucks so much. When I see fighting like this, I'm just reminded how much it sucks.
Let's attack Dragonlord's lair.
You call that a plan?
Oh, you call that a face, huh?
That's a good comeback.
This isn't the best place to take a grill, you guys.
That's true, Venus.
She saved herself? I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Venus. You are the MVP.
Hey! It was only a couple of rank. Love to reminisce, but something in the air tells me it's time to... book!
Yep, it's time. The series is over.
Turtles, good!
And that's all, folks. So, that's TMNT, the next mutation. Better than I thought it was gonna be. Overall, about as bad as you would think it would be, you know? Like, yeah, there are things about this series that are pretty enjoyable. There are good ideas, good concepts, some decent performances. The writing is as well decent. But overall, it is not good, to say the least. Like, I have criticisms for the 1987 series, but it is pretty okay. Like, when it's good, it's good. This series, when it's good, it's about average for the 1987 series. I still like the Turtles in this version more, though. I find them their personalities just more entertaining. At least I did until these final couple of episodes where I feel like they went a little bit to 90s movie trilogy for my taste, but they were still largely pretty okay and entertaining. I like the voice actors at the very least, so there's that. And when it comes to this episode in particular, I didn't find it quite as entertaining as the previous recap episode. But I did like that this one focused on Venus at least, and how great she is, because I think this is a very fitting way to end this series. Glorifying or showing how great this character, which was introduced for this incarnation, was. And showing why she is not the reason why this series sucks. She is one of the good things about it. She's one of the saving graces of it, and I've never heard anybody refer to her like that. Everybody I've seen talk about this series or read about this series, talk about this series, has said, or at least hasn't really given the impression that she was good. I thought she was gonna be annoying, you know, but no, she was good. She was entertaining. She was smart. She was capable. She was better than the other four turtles. I'm surprised. Well, not necessarily surprised, but I'm disappointed that we haven't seen her sooner or ever yet. I've read that she was like introduced in like one of the recent, I think in the most recent like comic book iteration of the Turtles, which is cool. But I want to see her become like a main part of the Turtle cast, because I think she's good. I think she fits. I think it would be great to have a female turtle. At least one. You know, I don't think she's a bad idea. And even if you don't have her as like the like part of the main family, at least introduce her as a character in the story somewhere. I think it could be cool for her and April to kind of bond with both of them being females, you know? I think it could be cool. That could be an interesting storyline. Especially because at this point we've had like, what, 4 animated incarnations of TMNT and like, what, half a dozen, if not a dozen different movie incarnations. I don't necessarily feel like there's much else to go with the execution of the concept of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that we haven't gone already, you know? But what do I know? I'm not a professional writer. I'm an amateur at best. And yeah, it was fine as an episode. It wasn't necessarily annoying. It was more boring than I would have liked, so I still think it's probably going to be lower than episode 25, but it probably felt a little bit less like disjointed and messy compared to it, so there's a plus for that as well. But yeah, I gave episode 25 an 8.4 out of 10, so I think for this one I'm going to go with a solid 7.6 out of 10. I know, it's maybe a little bit too much of a difference between the 2 episodes, but I feel like that's just as much as I enjoyed it, you know? It was kind of a boring episode. Yes, recapping some of the best moments of this series, some of the best moments of one of the best characters in this series, but at the end of the day, it was a recap episode, and it didn't have necessarily as cool of a concept as the previous one. I feel like the previous one led to more character development. Not really, but it felt more like it would. Whereas this one is just the Turtles being especially douchebaggy and assholes to Venus, just so we can have her lash out on them and force them to be together so they could recap all the great things she has done for them, you know? All I'm saying is that I feel like in this one it just felt like I felt the artificial setup for the recap more than I did the last episode, you know? That last recap episode. But yeah. Overall, I definitely enjoyed this series. I will be doing a video sharing my overall thoughts on this series, but you pretty much already know them. Like, it's not going to be really anything new unless I get some new thoughts in the next, like, couple of days to a week. I will be doing a video like that, and I obviously will be doing a top list video as well, but that one is going to be released at least a month after I release the one for Rise of the TMNT, and at the point at which I'm recording this video, I still haven't even recorded the Rise of the TMNT one. I'm still uploading reactions to Rise of the TMNT. I'm at the final 2, but I'm still uploading those, so it's gonna be a while. For me at least. For you guys, it's probably not gonna be that much, but still, I will be doing that. I still have to continue with my reactions to the 1987 series, and then do the rewatch of the 2003 series, so if you guys are coming into my channel with these reactions, please do stick around and maybe check out some of my other ones, you know? And we still have one more episode to check out of the next Mutation, kind of. It's an episode of Power Rangers, but it features the Turtles, and if I don't check it out now, I don't know if I will ever check it out, and it won't stop nagging me, so we'll be doing that next. But that's gonna be in the next video. For this one, I wanna ask you guys, what did you guys think about these 2 episodes? And in general about the whole series? Comment those down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corby Dead. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!